What up guys, it's Music Elias here today and I'm back with another video. Now today's video we're going to be reacting to a famous Last Word song called One in the Chamber and The End of the Beginning. There are two songs mixed into one. I checked this, I listened to this song when I first was listening to Famous Last Words. After I listened to The Show Must Go On, which was the first song of theirs that I listened to, I started listening to a couple more of the songs, and this one really stuck out to me. They do have countless other songs that are amazing, but this one in particular, just like The Show Must Go On, was very important to me, and I thought it was very nice. And it's not just one song, but two songs, as you can tell. And it starts off with, a video, like him giving a speech. Then it transitions to a song, then it goes into another speech, and then transitions to a second song. And I like both of the songs. I like how they mix it into this. So I'm going to be basically reacting to two different songs. So when I'm done, I'm going to listen to the video and stuff. Once I'm done listening to the music stuff, I'll also be talking about my response about that song. And then when I finish the second one, I'll talk about my response of the second song. So yeah, this song, this one's like two videos and then like two songs playing in it also. So yeah, let's get into it.
We are here today to talk to you guys about something that is not only plaguing our schools, but that is also plaguing our community as a whole. I'm here to talk to you about suicide. Now, it's likely that some of you, if not most of you, have known someone who has attempted or successfully taken their own lives. Hell, it's possible that some of you have thought about it yourselves. I know I have. Maybe it's because you feel depressed. Maybe you feel alone, angry, worthless, ugly, not good enough, or maybe there's no reason at all, and you just feel those feelings. You don't know why. And it's confusing, and it's scary. But I want to tell each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart that you are not ugly, you are not worthless, and you are not alone. And each and every one of us is special and completely invaluable. Suicide is never the answer. It's just a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I want to tell you a story about a guy I once knew.
I was broken and petrified. See what they've done medicine tonight, but I'm so pierced to my shitty life. Aware of all my morals, gone washed away with the thought of how deep this all could run. It wasn't my intention, but there's no redemption for those who take away the lives of the innocent. I'm inebriated, I'm dangerous, I can't stand it. So there's one in the chamber just waiting for me to end it all. I drank my sorrows down and poisoned my soul to the core. I drove away the dreadful night, can't take this life not anymore. Behind the wheel, the tunnel vision, I couldn't see them. 85 through the intersection, sick transgression, I fucking killed it. I saw the blood, why had I done? Aware of all my morals, gone washed away with the thought of how deep this all could run. It wasn't my intention, but there's no redemption for those who take away the lives of the innocent. I'm inebriated, I'm dangerous, I can't stand it. So there's one in the chamber just waiting for me to end it all. It's come to this, a pen and paper wrote it down. I can't live on another day.
Okay, so the beginning was them talking about suicide and depression and prevention against it. It's kind of like a PSA. From what I heard in the comment sections when I was first listening to it, was that he went to schools and stuff like high school. Somebody said that he went to my high school and was giving a speech too, and they seem like very nice people. So I do like that. I like when bands really care about other people. and showcase, you know, their humanity, and like they're not just making music just to make music or make money. They're doing it because they really enjoy it, it's their passion, and they can spread out a message of theirs that they want, you know, to help other people out what, you know, similar problems they're going with through. And I think that's very beautiful. I like that. I think that's cool. I also like how the music was transitioning into his speech, so you can feel that it was building up and leading into the song itself, which that build up was very nice because the moment it came in, those drums went in heavy. I love that start. That's one of the most heaviest starts I've seen in a song, in a rock song, and I really love it. It just has so much energy. It kicks right into it. It has so much power. And the beginning is specifically talking about, you know, suicide, and I know that's what the meaning is all about, but the, you know, music video and the story throughout this song is a little more in depth than just that. It is, you know, this guy who's struggling to pay his bills financially. His mom is sick and he has to take care of her, which is a common thing for a lot of people, especially the bills part, and he's struggling, so he's drinking to, you know, numb the pain, and by doing so, while he drove. Sorry for the weird pause. There was an airplane flying by and I just couldn't speak over it. It was just being annoying. So sorry for that. But yeah, he's like, you know, he's drunk and he's did drunk driving. He kills somebody and now, you know, he's in trouble, but he also feels really bad. So this story is more about, you know, it's more than just he's depressed. It's he was struggling. He took something to, you know, help him out with the struggle, but it ended up hurting somebody and killing somebody. And now he feels guilt for that, which is far more significantly tough. And I would say, you know, messed up. And it's a very big reason. It makes sense why he would be, you know, suicidal. If you were to accidentally kill somebody, it would be, you know, a heavy guilt on your own mind and your conscience. So that was the story here. So the beginning is just talking about suicide prevention, and then this song is talking about, you know, what he went through throughout the story, and it makes it even more in depth and makes it more like, you know, sad. I really like that. It's really cool. And then that last song is gonna be really amazing. So yeah, let's get back into it.
Washed away with the thought of how did this all go wrong? It wasn't my intention, but there's no redemption for those who take away the lives of innocent. I'm inebriated, I'm dangerous, I can't stand. So there's one in the chamber, just waiting for me to end it all.
My mother is gone, so I guess I'll just leave this for whoever finds me. All I can really say is I'm sorry. I can't live with myself with what I've done. I can't take the guilt, the pain, and the emptiness. It's all just too much. I'm hollow. I can't take life anymore. A couple days after he died, there's a memorial service held.
I just wanted to pause it right there since it's going to be transitioning to the other part of the PSA in the video, and then going from that to the next song. So before I get into that, I just want to talk about this song specifically. I really like this song. I think it's very well put together. It just sounds very good music wise, and the story behind it and, you know, the meaning behind it is also very great and emotional, because a lot of people do deal with depression, but this is like a different type where it was born from guilt of what he did in action of, you know, ending a person's life, which there are definitely some people in this world that have dealt with this, and it is hard. And, you know, sometimes accidents happen, and sometimes very horrible accidents happen, and those can be way heavy on a lot of people very badly. So it's like, it's not easy, you know. Sometimes it's not that simple. Like, you can't just be like, well, you're just, you know, you're going through some pain, but it's like, if you did something like that, it's kind of hard to tell yourself that, oh, it was this and that. Even if it was a clear-cut accident, it's like, well, somebody lost their life, and in the end of the day anyway. So it's kind of hard to, negate that. So that, I think that's really crazy. The song itself was just amazing. It was a banger of a song. The energy with the drums, the guitar riffs heavy, and then his vocals when he was doing the screechy part. I love that. That part is so crazy. The beat with him, shooting himself in the head with the bullet. It just went off. It matched in perfectly. The entire song is just a banger. And if it wasn't just such a depressing and very deep and dark song, it would be a very fun and enjoyable one. It's definitely one you can get into and kind of feel the person's struggling what they're going through, because I'm pretty sure most people, normal people, if they were to kill somebody, especially an innocent person, they'll feel extreme guilt for their actions, and especially through drunk driving, which there's a lot of manslaughter charges and homicides and stuff due to vehicular manslaughter and stuff like that because of drunk driving. So there's definitely a lot of people in this world that have dealt with this, and they probably even if they didn't mean to do it, it still messes with them badly. So I think that's great. So I want to hear the message more of this and then the next song. But yeah, I just wanted to say that about this song. This song is amazing. I absolutely love One in the Chamber. It's a real big banger. It's a really great metal song. It's a very great metal song, not only for the sound, but also the message behind it and the story behind it too. So yeah, it's just all around great. So yeah, let's get back to it.
For him, what I saw was incredible. The parking lot was so packed with cars that some of these cars had to park on the grass. And when I went inside, I only could make it a couple of feet. At that moment, I thought to myself, wow, if he could just be here right now, see all of these people who loved him and supported him, and see how not alone he really was, would he have still done it?
The story's told, the truth unfolds. Try to remember, my darling souls. Look deep into the eyes of the soul that sits across the room, and start to recognize their face. They'll start to recognize yours too. Reunited friends and family, your souls are gathered here. A second chance is your gift, my friends. Oh no, you mustn't fear, 'cause this is not the end. It's time now to transcend and start another journey, or go back to whatever life you lived before. You know it's always been up to you, so now it's time for you to choose, 'cause this is not the end. It's time now to transcend and start another journey, or go back to whatever life you lived before. You know it's always been up to you, so now it's time for you to choose, 'cause this is not the end. It's time now to transcend.
So I wanted to pause right there because I thought that was pretty important. This song is just so great. You had the opener where it's a heavy song. It's depressing, but it's more heavy, and it's getting into the the mental aspect of the severity of it and how crazy it can get, and it's just bangs into your head. And then this song's the more sad, somber, more just depressing but angelic sounding part, where it's that was them leading to the the madness, and then this is the end result, what happened, them taking their life and being gone. I do also he talked about there where it's he came there, it was packed full of people, and he said if the person was there and they saw all these people that cared for them, would they still have done it? And that is an important thing to take into consideration. A lot of people that are depressed think that and you can't blame them because mentally there's some block there, but they do think that that there's nobody there for them, nobody cares about them. But even though there are people in their life that do care about them, it's that mental block that kind of gives them that narrow-minded belief that, oh, nobody cares about me, when reality there is. Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, he had a whole wave of fans. He had family, he has friends, he had so many people that care about him, but he still took his life. So it's even if they do have a ton of people in their life, and they know it, they themselves subconsciously tell themselves that nobody cares, and that isn't true. And he said if he saw this all, would he not have done it? which is a thought that a lot of people think, and I'm pretty sure that's a thought that people think, that when they're about to end their life, is they're thinking to themselves, is like, if I go, would there be anybody there? They would kind of like want to have like this like third person view to see if there anybody show up, and you can't do that. Once you're dead, you can't really see that, so it's like it's not worth it, because you're not going to be able to see what you wanted. And some people do use it also kind of as a revenge thing, saying, oh, everybody bullied me or treated me badly, I'll get back at them once when I take my life, then I'll punish them and stuff. And it's like, well, you might be punishing them, but you might also punish people that cared about you and actually were there for you. So it's a double-edged sword, and I would never suggest to get revenge on anybody like that. That's just a little too far. But I do also like that they're showing these different people that had ended their lives, showcasing from when they were born to when they died, because it showcases how much they care for these people. Having them a memorial for each one of them, showcasing who they their names, how they looked, how old they are. We get a little bit of a glimpse into their life and stuff, and realize how many people have ended themselves because of this. So I really commend Famous Last Words for this, because this just showcases how much they care, and how good of a people they are, and their human side, which I really appreciate that with any celebrity. I don't care if you're like the funniest celebrity, or the best action star, or best fighter, or best athlete, or whatever. If you're a bad person, I really don't give a shit about you. I don't want to talk to you if you're a bad person, even if you're like some big figure. But even if you're just like a small person in a celebrity community, I guess you could say, that you don't have that much of a pull, if you're a good person, I will appreciate you far more than anybody that is a top tier person in the realm of celebrities, but is a horrible person. So I really do appreciate that. But this song sounds really, really great. I love this part. It's a great ending off to this video. It's just so sad. So yeah, let's get back into it.
This is not the end. It's time now to transcend the starting of this journey, or go back to the life you lived before. It's always been up to you, so now it's time for you to choose. 'Cause this is not the end. It's time now to transcend.
So that was Famous Last Words song called One in the Chamber and The End of the Beginning. Those two songs are really great. Different. They're both about the same thing, about depression and suicide, and they're both sad songs, but they're both handled differently. And I think that's the beauty of music. You can make an aggressive sad song, and you can make a sad, just more mellow and drained of energy type of sad song, where you're not trying to, you don't need that high level energy. You can just have it slow and smooth and soothing. So I think that's pretty cool. I also do like the little PSA in the video itself, where the talking to people, because it does connect to people very well. I also do like how we put the hotline for suicide prevention, and telling people to if you have a problem, ask somebody and stuff, go to this. That's really good. This just showcases how much they care and how good of people they are. Like I said, the song was really great, especially towards the ending, where they had, you can hear the instrumentals, and then there was like a little bit of like background noise with the gun getting clocked, I think that's what you call it. Was getting clocked, and then you hear police sirens going off and all this other stuff. So you hear basically guns getting loaded, and then the police sirens. So basically somebody about to end themselves with a gun, and then the police coming to stop them, or either stop them or to whatever to deal with the situation. But I think that's really cool addition to the song, having the gun sounding noises and the cop siren in the back. It just makes it hit harder, especially with the drums. This song was really great. I like both of the songs very much for different reasons. The other one, I like it for the energy and the raw aggression, and this one I like for how sad it is and how somber it is as a song. Both are really great. this video as a whole is just great. You know, the message that they're trying to showcase and teach people, you know, show the struggle and stuff. And I do like the part where he says it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem, which is true, because sometimes you might feel like just ending yourself is the best way because you won't have to deal with it anymore. But then, you know, like some people that hold off on doing it, then they're like, well, you know, I don't feel this way anymore, or at least at this time. So it's like they kind of regret that they thought that way. So it's like, don't jump into something especially that serious right away. You have to, you know, take some time and think about it, and you know, before just, you know, assuming that life isn't worth living. Just think to yourself that, would I feel like this, you know, later? Would I feel like this tomorrow? And you know, just try to wait out. Because sometimes you might feel like it at the moment, but as time passes, you might not feel like that anymore. So that's very important to take into consideration. Amazing song, great everything about it, great message. I think this is really great, and this is one thing I love about rock music, is that they spread out these messages to help out people who are struggling, not only physically but mentally, and it's just really great. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for next time.